Welcome to another episode of Grizzly True Crime. My name is Grizzly, and today we have a follow-up from the Marquisha Williams case.
We don't have her yet. Like, that's the most critical point, is we don't have her back yet. When we get her back, we'll stop, but until then, we won't stop. This is what she would do. Like, this is the kind of person she is. She would do anything for anybody. She was a sweetheart.
We are pleased with the charges that the police department has brought down on Mr. Ivy, but we'll even be more pleased once the body is with us in our presence.
The family has many nicknames for Marquisha: Kita, Princess Bunny, even describing her as Superwoman for all she did for her family. All the more reason they say they're grateful for those stepping up to help them in their quest to bring her home.
I'm just glad that we found her, that they found her. Glad that we have closure. It was gonna drive me crazy if we hadn't have found her. I want to thank everybody that came out to help search for her, the community. Everyone rallied together. We all came together as one. We really needed the help, and everyone came out and helped us.
I love my baby. I got to worry about my kids that she had for me.
We know it's very hard for them, but we just appreciate all the help and support that the family have had, and that they found her to bring their precious baby home.
Which is a very sad update, but at the same time, I'm very happy for a family that at least they can put it to rest properly, the way that they said they wanted to. They were so worried that they were not going to be able to find her remains, with her ex-boyfriend really keeping the information very vague. So we're going to go through this update together. If you missed the live stream where we went over a deep dive of this case with as much information as we had, and I showed you clips of her family, and they were still out searching today, then the link is in the description box for you, and you can check that out, and then you'll know all about the case. So they said, Illinois, police sources have confirmed with Fox 2 that the body of Marquisha Williams, a St. Louis woman who was missing days before Christmas, was found in northern Illinois. Williams was 29 years old and a mother of 4. Police say she disappeared on December 20th. Law enforcement officers with the Illinois State Police say she was found deceased on Thursday. Prosecutors have charged Trenton Ivy, her ex-boyfriend, with murder amid the investigation. Ivy was arrested last Friday on unrelated charges. After his arrest, he reportedly confessed to police in Racine, Wisconsin, that he killed Williams in St. Louis. He's also admitted to a physical altercation and dumping her body at an undisclosed location. Court documents released Wednesday revealed that investigators discovered blood evidence in Williams' vehicle on December 22nd, along with some of her personal belongings. Police conducted several searches for Williams over the last few days, including some in the St. Louis area. It was really a vast area. We did some map time as well that they would have to search. It was a really big, very vague area that he gave. And he was so cruel, this Trenton Ivy guy, by saying, allegedly, that, yeah, she's probably, wrapped in a dark blanket somewhere along the, I think it was the I-55 between St. Louis and Wisconsin, somewhere around Illinois. So we're starting here today in St. Louis, and I just put in some of the addresses here of the trip that she would have taken to drop off her kids. So around here, I think this sort of road would be the 6:04 a.m. ring cam, and then making their way this way to drop off the other kids. And then they went missing, and the police were initially searching in this Staunton area. Staunton? Am I saying that right? Staunton, okay, here. in Illinois, and you could see here's the, I mean, if you are American, you're going to know this. If you're not, like me, I'm South African, living in the Netherlands. Yeah, we got to do map time, so I'm going to have to see all of this, right? So I-55 would be this one, which is what he said. He gave that vague information saying, she could be somewhere in Illinois, you know, along the I-55, wrapped in a dark blanket. I mean, what on earth is he saying? Wow, so big area to search. But police were here, so that's where the family's been focusing on their volunteer search parties as well, which I really commend them for. They've done such a good job being out there. And then this guy was found all the way up here. I just put this one. When I say Racine County, it ends up somewhere in the water, and then it says we can't drive there. So I hope I've got the correct location here. This Racine area, Wisconsin. Now, he was found in this area. Just, what was he doing there? Does he know people there or what? Driving around in her Jeep, and he was arrested there, and that's actually where he is in jail. And that's the court that he's going to be in until he gets extradited back to Missouri. So, but this trip that he took, I mean, even from here, if they started searching here, and he says somewhere along the I-55 in Illinois, I mean, that's huge. That's a huge area to search. But as we know, we've seen in many cases, the police, I fully believe that they will find her, because we've seen it before when it's massive areas, and I think that they will. I really hope they will. Oh man, so Illinois State Police and other agencies are assisting with the investigation. Ivy's being held without bond in Wisconsin until he can be transferred back to St. Louis. This is a developing story. Check back for more details. So this is the breaking news in this case. You know what's interesting is I've been contacting the court and of course the police department because, you know, to be able to, I don't know, see the police interviews or to read through the latest court documents would be great for information, right? But they've said that he hasn't yet officially been, there's no court documents yet for the public to show that he's been charged with first-degree murder. So that's still coming because they still have to work out how he's going to be, you know, he's going to be extradited from Wisconsin back to St. Louis, which is actually where he's from. So my question is still, what was he doing in Wisconsin? And he drove off in her Jeep. That morning, the two of them were in her 2020 Jeep Compass, and they had dropped off, they've got 4 kids. So he is the father of her children. And there is a history of domestic violence. But they dropped off the one kid at her mom's house, and that's the last time her mom saw her at around 6:04 a.m. on December 20th. Then 2 kids at daycare and 1 of the kids at school, one of the eldest ones. And he was being so strong for all his younger siblings. And that was the last that anyone saw of Marquisha. Please share hashtag Marquisha Williams. Please leave some kind comments for her family and friends. They have worked so hard with very little coverage just to share flyers, to get the word out, to try to get people to help them search. They formed their own volunteer groups. They went to this area called Staunton. I think Staunton, Illinois. Is that right? Oh, man. So, you know, it's devastating to see this. But at the same time, I know that it brings the family closure and peace, which they were ready for because they heard the police had told them what Trenton Ivy had told them, that he admitted to murdering her. So then it was this whole thing of like, oh man, we need to find her body, her remains, and bury her properly. So if there are any links, like GoFundMe links or something to raise money for a proper funeral for her or things like that, I will share it with you in the description box as well. But I just wanted to share this news with you. So thank you so much. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.